Ahoy and welcome to episode 10 of the Dailey-Lumber Podcast. Whoa, that's double digits.
Whoa, it is double digits.
Oh, it's also the last episode. We decided 10 would be the number we'd go to.
Yeah, yeah. Nice round number.
I don't know how to count any higher than that, so...
Nope. That's only, I mean, I have that many fingers, I think, so...
I'm going to have to get a new set of hands.
Yeah, a new set of hands. I can start using my toes maybe, but that's kind of difficult. So.
Yeah, it'd be a number...
Kind of advanced.
Episode 1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
We got some fun stuff to talk about this week. We'll be talking about our direct thoughts a week late. And then some cool Pokemans news that we got a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, this isn't really like newsworthy, but just it's Pokemon related. How about those Pokemon Oreos? You get your Mew Pokemon Oreo yet?
No, yeah, I got it graded.
You got it graded? Yeah.
I got a near mint 9.
Yeah, 9.8 A++.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm thinking about picking some up on eBay. They're only going for a few $100s, so I figured.
I'm pretty sure, like, I went and looked on the Oreo website when I saw they were announcing. Like, I could have bought them, but like, why? I'm just
when these things happen, I'm always like, I like Oreos, I like Pokemon, I'll just buy a pack, but I'm like, okay, I can't, I almost don't want to contribute.
I just go buy a pack of Oreos for $2 from the store.
Well, I know, just what I'm saying, like, go buy one of those, but, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta find that Mew Oreo, apparently.
Right. Very goofy.
So, if you were to buy an Oreo off of eBay, does that come in some sort of nice box that crumble-proof?
And this is imagining, let's assume that there's a world where I would do that. I would want it to be...
The multiverse theory. Everything's the same except for you love Mew Oreos.
And I'm willing to purchase one that someone else put in like a separate container, a frame of some sort, and ship to me for $100.
From their pouch to your hands.
Right. Exactly. Well, from their pouch to their hands, then to some other container. So
that was a strange start to this, but
I think it was. I'm sure people will appreciate it.
I think it was worthwhile. I figured before we get into the direct, we go quickly over what we've been playing. I'll go first this week. As you can see right here, I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I just finished the main game, and I'm 5 hours into the future connected post game epilogue DLC expansion that came with the thing. It's fun. I like the game a lot. It's like an auto battler, I guess what you call it, like an auto, like a like an MMO almost. So at the beginning of the game, the battling is a little slow because a lot of times you're just waiting while your character swings by themselves. But towards the end of the game, once I had a bunch of abilities and stuff, it's a lot of fun.
I think that gets better in Xenoblade 2 because. And you can remind me because it's been a little while since I played the first one, but Xenoblade 2, a lot of it has to do with timing, like literally when you press a button. And so there's a lot more concentration involved. So you're not just sitting there doing nothing. I haven't played that, but that sounds right. Like when you block and stuff, Yeah. So there's a lot of that, and I think Xenoblade 2 is just overall a better game, and that's nothing against the original. It's just I like
the first game a lot.
So, they just continue to improve on, which is what you're supposed to do. So.
The story was just progressively got weirder and wilder, and I liked it a lot.
Yep.
The setting's really cool.
Wait till the second game, man.
Yeah, I bet. The setting is really cool. It's not your typical the world is like these giant titans, which is really cool. Yeah. Really good music. Lots of favorites from the 75 minutes of relaxing and calming Nintendo music
that's a classic, man.
that I found in Xenoblade for the first time. So that was pretty cool. Gonna finish this DLC and I'll start the second one probably next month. That's one of the stuff I want to get out of the way first. But I'm a fan of the series now. I knew I would enjoy it, and I'm glad I got around to playing it.
I'm glad you did as well. Now what they need to do is they need to get Xenoblade Chronicles X on Switch because that one looks pretty interesting.
No, download it on your Wii U.
Yeah. The one that I don't have yet.
You can borrow my Wii U. You can rent it from me and download it.
The thing is, I totally would if I had a Wii U. Even if it, because I probably would have missed it. Even if I had gotten a Wii U, I would have missed that game because I never played the series. So, but I would definitely have gone back and played it on that. So it's too bad.
Nice. What have you been playing, my good sir?
Well, apologies in advance if I mentioned something that I mentioned last time, but I'll just mention the last two on my video games beaten list that I keep track of. So I recently finished Monster Hunter Stories 2, which was a lot of fun. Unfortunately for that game, there's lots of other stuff I have to play, and I can't delve into the post-game stuff, which is extensive, I would say, based on what I have seen, which I would like to if I had more time, but I have just other things I need to play. But that game was really fun. I kind of speed ran it in the last bit of it, but it was a good time. So
I think they just got another update. They just got another content pack 4 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, and they've been releasing a lot of free stuff too, and then there's like random little, just like Monster Hunter Rise, like random cosmetic things, which are like, there's no point to buy. I just don't know why people would spend money on that, but whatever, to each their own. But yeah, it's going to be continually updated, and I bet sometime in the future it'll get like a giant update, with that'll cost, $30 or something, and maybe that's when I'll jump back into it. Who knows? But
it sounds familiar. Maybe we'll think about that a little bit.
Yeah, keep that. Put a pin in that.
Yeah.
So also, as far as things that I've finished recently, I finished. Let me go ahead and. Here go my headphones. 1 second though. Ugh. And now I can't even hear you because my headphones are falling out.
Sir Lumber is a total loser. Oh, gosh.
And I'm back. Oh. So just wanted to show this off, but I just recently finished Metroid Samus Returns on my 2DS XL.
Oh, you even got a Metroid one.
Yeah, see, Metroid and all. You can see Samus's face. She has a little button. Yep. Yeah, it's just all good. But yeah, so despite how beautiful this little handheld
that is a beautiful 2DS.
Yeah, despite that, it is not comfortable to hold, and maybe it's because I have like large hands. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely giving myself carpal tunnel when I play it, and I think the main issue is because of how you have to use the triggers. Like when I played the majority of my time when I first got this DS, like hundreds of hours in Pokemon, and that's like move the joystick and press A and B. That's it.
Would you really call it a joystick? It's a joyous disc, maybe.
It's a joy disc. It's a joyful disc. Yeah, and then this other like weird little like button thing that maybe works in some games. I don't even know.
It probably works in Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS edition.
Maybe so, to control the camera, I suppose. But will not be trying that. So I finished. That was just this like a few days ago. I finished that. I think I spent like a solid 15 hours playing it. It was a good time. I would have enjoyed it like so much more had I been playing it on this bad boy.
Isn't it crazy that they never ported that over?
Yeah,
it's coming out of the DS.
Yeah.
Either switches out. I don't care.
Yeah,
and it's sold terribly because everyone's like, I don't have my DS anymore.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. It's a really, really good game, and what it did was like spur me to pre-order Metroid Dread, which I was not going to do. At least I was planning on playing it, but I wasn't going to pre-order it. But I had so much fun with that, barring the carpal tunnel I gave myself, that I really wanted to play a Metroid with the Pro Controller. So, and even in handheld Switch, I feel like it would be better. So
for sure. It's just wider.
Yeah, definitely more form-fitting. So finished that, and then recently started on PlayStation 5. I am playing Tales of Arise. So, and it's there's probably a lot of people, in the thousands of people that are going to watch this podcast, they probably don't even know what it is.
The tens of people who have ever seen this.
The tens of people. But it's I don't even know. It's Bandai Namco published, right? I don't know who developed it.
I think it is Bandai Namco.
I don't know. You think it's developed too by Bandai Namco?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha. Well, I think there's a lot of games in the Tales series, but this one, I don't know how best to describe it. It's kind of like a hack and slash, like open world-ish RPG. You have like a team of characters, and
doesn't it have like random encounters that turn into action battles?
So as I've only played like an hour and 15 minutes of it, they're not necessarily random because you can see the enemies.
But it brings you to like an arena, right?
It loads to an arena, which is really quick on PS5. But and it's like a circle of an arena that it has like borders.
Gotcha.
So it does do that, but there may be some kind of random encounters later, but not that I've encountered. It's very. Gotcha. I'm barely into it. So
I'm really excited to start that one as well. I bought that the same day I got WarioWare, and I was like, once I beat Xenoblade, I'll get into it. And then Xenoblade is taking up most of my time.
It never ends.
Yeah. I mean, it was weird because Xenoblade is one of those games, it never ends, but like kind of in a good way. Sometimes games sometimes games never end in a bad way. This one was like, one more thing, but I was actually like, oh, that's a cool one more thing. And it did that like 6 times.
Yeah, there's actually some stuff I want to talk to you about off podcast to avoid spoilers.
Maybe we could do a spoiler cast.
We could, even though it's kind of an old game, but
Yeah.
still, just to respect anyone who would maybe be interested in playing it. There is some things that happen in the later game that I wanted to ask you about that I figured you would have kind of appreciate. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as what I'm playing. There's other random little things, but
I'm 3 hours into Metroid Fusion. I'm gonna try to beat that this weekend.
Yeah,
that is my last stop to the Metroid Dread train.
You see, and I would like to play Super Metroid before Metroid Dread as well, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it because I'm definitely not getting around to Fusion. And if like you're talking about trying to get all the 2D Metroids like played, I played Samus Returns in place of Return of Samus, but I would still count it. But I don't know if I may not get around.
You could do Super. Just wake up Saturday morning, like a nice cup of coffee, like 7 a.m. You'll be done by lunch.
I don't think I doubt it. 5 hours? No way. I would have to like follow a guide and speed run it. Like I don't want to do it. I'd do it like that. But who knows? I'm going to say right now I'm not going to get to it before Dread. But that's fine.
One day you have access to it.
I do, and it's not like I'm not going to play it. I mean, I may just be even further encouraged to play it because of how much I'm enjoying these games. So, we'll see.
Well, cool. I figure we'll jump into the direct now. We're just going to go top to bottom, give our thoughts on the stuff that showed up in the direct.
There was a hefty amount, I would say, of stuff. If you just count like line by line how many items they talked about, there was a lot.
For sure.
Maybe not all of it hit like people wanted to.
There's a pretty good amount of hits in there.
I think so. Sure.
A copious amount of hits.
Copious. Wow, that's quite the word.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Maybe it has a different word, but whatever. It started off with Monster Hunter Sunbreak, which
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Oh yeah, I apologize. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Come on.
I was alluding back to your previous statement on Monster Hunter.
Right.
I personally am currently a little Monster Hunter out because I just got done with Rise a few months ago, and we played a lot of that. I played, I would say I played all of the content of like the initial updates. I haven't played like the Capcom updates where you can get like the Mega Man dog and the guy from Street Fighter. And I think today they just announced
Akuma.
Akuma, yeah. They announced Arthur today from Ghosts and Goblins.
No way.
Yeah, he looks like Arthur. His face is like differently proportioned than the characters. It looks kind of has a big face like features.
I bet that's kind of unsettling. I would imagine.
And they also announced today that Sonic crossover. Which I have no idea what that's going to be, but if I can play...
You sent that to me, and I thought maybe it was a joke.
No, it was serious. If I can play Sonic the Hedgehog with like Excalibur...
and I want to roll up in a ball and go around.
I'll play that. But yeah, this game is like... they said it's a massive DLC expansion. I'm assuming it's going to be like Iceborne. It'll be like a whole new game within itself. It'll take another 50 hours.
I think, and it's coming out summer next year. I think, I don't know what else is going to be happening around that time. But I could very well jump back into it around then. You never know.
Yeah, and what's weird is right now, Rise is a Switch-only game, but it's coming to PC. And I might not have this right, but I'm pretty sure this expansion is coming out on the PC at the same time. Like it's not getting like a exclusivity thing.
That's cool. Nice.
But yeah, because I think that's...
Is that when they're launching the whole game, or are they going to launch PC before that?
I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a 1-year exclusivity. I'm not 100% sure, but I imagine...
March.
Yeah, March. So. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure by next summer I'll be ready to jump back into it. It's got like the trailer had some like darker, spooky vibes. So I thought it was going to be like a Halloween expansion because it's like October. It's like next summer. I was like, okay.
But it did look spooky. Spooky vibes were what they were going for.
Lots of spooky vibes. Yeah, it's like there's a holiday, a fall direct talking about the winter, and then they out something for next summer that looks like...
how Nintendo does it. They say, we're going to like focus on this, and then so much of it is like either just treading that line, like, okay, you're really not... I get that's the end of your fiscal year. It's not winter, though. And then, okay, that wasn't winter at all.
Hey, March, most of March is winter.
Maybe for other parts of the world, not here in good old Texas.
Tejas. So. Any of your thoughts on Monster Hunter for you? You excited for this one?
I mean, yeah, I think it's cool. Like I said, I could see myself jumping back in around that time, depending on what's going on.
For sure.
But I may have said this before on a podcast. I'm pretty much sold. on the Monster Hunter series. And, I mean, I'm sold on the Monster Hunter story series too because that one's really fun. So I'll take in all the meaningful content that they put out, like these random partnerships or whatever they call them. I'm not really into that, with like just here's a new armor set. I'm not into that, but new meaningful content like story updates and the new games, of course, I'm there for.
Cool. This expansion was followed up by another game that's I think I'm kind of excited, kind of sold on this one, the Mario Party Superstars. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get it.
It's just like, hey, it's Mario Party. Like that could have been the entire sell, like another Mario Party, and it's like, okay, I know what to expect.
Yeah. Well, this one, it's like a new game in its own right, but also there's like mini games that they're bringing back, right?
I think it's
and
just
old
like it's like a compilation of like the N64 games.
That's right.
The three N64 games. Right. And then like, I guess N64 maps all redone on the Switch. Which is cool because it's weird because I would assume all of the games could be played just joystick, no motion, because N64 didn't have motion.
Switch Lite.
Yeah, well, and just N64 didn't have motion capability, so like
that's true.
Are they just is it just gonna be like a dumbed down controller only Mario Party? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't honestly paid that much attention to it to look into like how many mini games are going to be there.
Over 100.
Like, okay, do you know if those are literally all like the N64 games? Or are there any new ones or any motion capability that they're adding? Like you don't know.
So I don't know if it's all of the N64 games, but I think it is only N64
Gotcha.
games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what my understanding is. They might throw they'll probably have some new modes in there. Like they had a few modes in the Super Mario Party that were like kind of fun. I mean, nothing crazy.
Yeah. And it looks like just on the surface, without having gotten my hands on the game, it's going to be more content than the most recent Mario Party.
And it comes with online at the start, which would be cool.
That's right. Yeah, they tested that.
Yeah, that was the test. They ran through their beta on a. Yeah. Also, it's funny. So they had Super Mario Party where they like rebooted for the Switch, and then they're having Mario Party Superstars. I would give anything for the next game to be Super Mario Party Superstars. I would love that if they just.
I wouldn't put it past them.
That'd be the most Nintendo thing ever. And then they just throw like Super Mario Party Superstars 2. Like they start numbering at the end. Like just really.
Well, yeah, and then in 10 years it gets remade and it's like Super Turbo Championship Edition.
Yeah, and Knuckles. Yeah,
there we go.
I gotcha. What do you think about voice of cards here, Sir Lumber?
We were joking about this before. So the thing about card games, I haven't played that many. I think my experience with video game card games is, so I've played The Witcher, Thronebreaker, like that game, and then I didn't play that much of it, like maybe a couple hours, and Slay the Spire I have played a bit of, which
I've heard that one's well recorded.
Yes, there we go. Very good. Slay the Spire is that, and it is very fun. I played on Xbox Game Pass. I just haven't gone back to it because I have all these other things to play. But so when I see a card game, what I'm getting at, I feel like it's something I would like, and then I play it, and it doesn't grab me for very long. So it's a Square Enix game, right? So
yep.
I don't know. I trust them.
Those games ask you to be holding on to them for a long time.
Yeah, I know. So we'll have to see. It's certainly not going to be like a day one pickup or something unless I am completely out of things to do. But that's only in 28 days. October 28th is when that one comes out.
Oh, is that really coming out that quick? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I have all the dates next to these two. That one's October 28th.
Yeah,
October 28th, 29th there's like several games coming. Or DLCs.
I'm also kind of like, I don't hate card games, but I'm not like a card game aficionado by any means.
Yeah.
But this one, they're like the world of cards, where everything is cards.
Everything's
made of cards. And like they went in, like the world was cards, and like the characters themselves were like cards. And I was like, okay.
It's like, all right, I get
it.
Yeah.
Cards. I mean, I guess I didn't see anything that made me vomit, but nothing that made me like, oh, I've got to get this right now. Yeah.
Turn the channel, please. I can't watch this anymore. It's disgusting.
Too many cards.
Too many cards. Put a pin in that for later too. Too many cards.
There you go. to another highly regarded game.
Oh my goodness.
We have a Disco Elysium. What's it? The Final Cut.
The Final Cut. Yeah.
This game. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. People are like, "Oh, Disco Elysium's so good." It won a bunch of awards at the Game Awards last year. Every time I see it, it does not grab me at all. It's just it doesn't look like the visuals don't grab me. I'm sure the visuals aren't the main thing to hold you on, but like
I don't even know if like right now I could tell you the genre of game that it is.
I think it's an RPG.
It is, well, yes, but that's kind of a big genre. But I've heard. I mean, I know they're like, aren't you like some kind of detective or cop or something? You're like solving crimes. I made me think of a totally different game.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of dialogue options and like different paths that it can take you down. Or something
I have heard
this
is one of those games with the dialogue options. It's
really
like
meaningful.
Say hello to him or say goodbye to him, and then you say hello, and you say goodbye, and you like scream at them like way more aggressively than like you
gotta love that.
Yeah,
you gotta love that when they totally don't prepare you for what your dialogue option is really gonna say. Like,
there happened to me a few times in The Witcher. It's like it's like act angry or act happy, and you act angry. He like decks the guy. It's like whoa.
Hold on a minute. Could have said punch the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I still would have chosen it.
You could have given me this option.
Prepared.
Yes, I don't know. Like this, I guess I don't know what's going to sell me in this game because I've seen all the awards it's won. I've heard people talk about it. I just don't. I don't know.
No, and there are lots of games out there that. They intrigued me maybe because they weren't available on a platform that I could play. Like this one was on Steam for a while, right?
Yeah.
But now that it's becoming available to me, it's like, we'll see. It's just another thing that kind of fades into the background. I mean, things are going to start getting busy in this next few months. So
for sure.
Stuff like this is really going to fall to the wayside for me. But I have all these notes and stuff, so I can keep track of things, which is good. But yeah.
Speaking of falling to the wayside, Hyrule Warriors. Age of Calamity DLC.
Yep.
I enjoyed Hyrule Warriors. I thought it was an interesting little game.
A little departure from the norm on Zelda.
It was
I mean, we've had the other Hyrule Warriors, but
yeah, I thought it was I was about done with it when I was done with it. I guess I wasn't really excited to.
Yeah, I didn't even go as far as what you did. I didn't do all the post game stuff. I was done with it, just because it was just kind of a grind, and I had fun. I really did have fun with it while playing it, but it got a little bit overwhelming with making sure you upgraded all your weapons, and there's a bunch of characters. It's I just want to play with these three people, and
I played as Link and Impa and Zelda pretty much exclusively.
I liked Link, Impa for sure. I liked Mipha too, and Urbosa. They were both fun. So
Impa was crazy. Impa with those.
Impa was nuts. Yeah, you could get your whole fleet of clone Impas.
Many Impai.
Yeah, Impai. Yes, of course.
But this DLC, this is the story. So it was kind of like Breath of the Wild. It was one DLC pack with two parts, and the first part was less meaningful, just more to play kind of thing, and the second part that's coming out is the story DLC. Right. They're adding 3 new characters. It's Purah, Robbie, and one more is what it said.
Of course.
So I don't know what that's going to be.
This has turned into another situation with the original Hyrule Warriors. There's just so much to do in that game. Yeah. Like I said, I kind of burnt myself out on it just because of how much there was to do in the main game. And if there is significant story stuff, I don't know if it impacts the Breath of the Wild universe or the Zelda universe at all. If it does, I'll just look up what it is. I'm not probably not going to dive back into that one.
Yeah, I mean, I have purchased the DLC.
Yeah, you are obligated.
I bought it one day, a Friday night. I was I'm going to check this out. I played for 15 minutes, and then I just got back off. So I own it.
Wow.
So I'll probably check
out $30, huh?
Yeah. I'll check out the DLC. I'll do some reconnaissance.
Sounds good.
But I'm not overly excited about it. Here's a weird one. Chocobo Racing.
Yeah. I think it's technically called Chocobo. What says Chocobo GP? I assume that means Grand Prix. Yeah. The Chocobo Grand Prix.
Yeah. Chocobo Kart.
Chocobo Kart.
Here's my question. Final Fantasy. You've heard of it. There's probably
occasionally
24 Final Fantasy games.
Plenty of them, yeah.
It's called Chocobo Racing. That makes sense. Chocobo Racing. Who's the second character they talk about after Chocobos? You can play as Gilgamesh. It's who?
Fan favorite.
Gilgamesh. He was in Final Fantasy VIII, I'm pretty sure, but it's like, okay.
I couldn't even tell you. Thank you for that. I
Like,
couldn't tell you.
It makes sense. They start off with Chocobo. It's like, yeah, it's riding as a Chocobo. It's called Chocobo Racing. That makes sense. And Gilgamesh.
And Gilgamesh. Chocobo and Gilgamesh.
That's the one
you
pulled out of the hat.
Characters.
They pulled it out of the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like, I don't know. I like Mario Kart a lot, but I feel like a lot of kart racers are kind of cheap.
Yep.
Like Crash Team Racing has some
this
quality.
This one looked pretty cheap.
It looks pretty cheap.
And I think that it was a little bit unnecessary, but
hey, you can
whatever.
be that black mage from Final Fantasy IX, and you can.
Yeah, and I played like 2 hours of Final Fantasy IX. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did like the magic system where the items were like the Fyra turns into Fyraga kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that was a cool idea. You can like bank your items.
Right.
I don't know how well balanced that'll be if you're just throwing out like crazy fireballs that destroy the whole map or what. But
yeah.
I don't know. Like this is one of those games. Like the concept of a Final Fantasy kart racer, my brain's like, yeah, that'd be fun. But unless it's like a quality kart racer, I'm not gonna get it. Like if I read some reviews and it's like this is like Mario Kart 8 but Final Fantasy, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah.
But if it's just like this is a Garfield kart, cheap,
right?
Like
it kind of gave me those vibes. Like,
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
kind of mobile gamey, you know, like kind of.
Yes.
Kind of control with your thumb gamey.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned like there's a lot of kart racers out there that are kind of cheap. Just to kind of a little bit of a tangent here, that new Hot Wheels, Hot Wheels Unleashed. The thing is, I've watched some stuff about it. Not only does it look good, like visually, it is like a quality game, which is so strange. But
it's also funny because
I'll check that one out before this one.
And like a week before this, Cruise and Blast, that game came out. You remember that game?
Yeah.
And
I do.
When I saw that original, I was like, oh, whatever. That's just like this goofy arcade racer. And people are like, this is really good. And it's like, where's all these like...
That game was so fun in the arcade, back in the day.
So it's Cruise and Blast and cool. Hot Wheels out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then
they're really pulling on the nostalgia strings here. So
yeah. And all the while, Mario Kart 8 won the UK sales off this last week. Best selling game in the UK.
See, people are like, wow, all these kart racers. We should go buy Mario Kart.
I like Mario Kart. I think I'll stick with that one.
Yeah. It's like, Jim, don't you have 6 copies of that game already? Yeah, but I use another one.
I do. One for each room.
One for each room, yeah.
Yeah, so Chocobo Racer or Chocobo GP.
Chocobo GP is what I have down.
I'm sure it'll be a fun time. I don't know if I'll pick it up or not.
Yeah.
Here was a non-announcement. It was like an announcement for announcement. The Final Smash character, they whelmed us. They got the expectations set.
They whelmed us real hard.
They're not today, not tomorrow, but October 5th.
October 5th. Yep.
And this is called like the final battle. That's what like they titled this. And like I get it's the last character, but like that title, man. Like what are they gonna do here?
The thing is, I don't even want. I want the character to be. Well, I want it to be good, right? I want it to be something not just like Sword Fighter, number 16.
Yeah.
But I also don't want it to be something that people have predicted already. I want it to be something totally off the wall, like random, something I would have never thought of.
Chocobo GP.
Chocobo GP. They're just Chocobo.
It's just Chocobo.
Yeah. Chocobo.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, there's a lot of characters that would be cool. Like Master Chief would be really cool. Yeah. A lot of people want Sora. Sure. There's like these rumors that Sora from Kingdom Hearts is going to be there because of a leak. Yada yada. You know, same old stuff.
I mean,
I think it'd be cool to be something random.
Yeah, I want like Buzz Lightyear. That's what I want.
The girl from the Famicom Detective Club.
Yeah, for sure.
Just something
off the walls. Let me scroll through my games. I want Rathalos. I want Rathalos as a character.
Rathalos is in the game though.
Well, he's as a little boss, but I want Patrick with the wood on his head. Not the Patrick that's going to be in the Nickelodeon All Stars thing. I want this one. Okay.
Hey, I don't want same day. I'm pretty sure that game comes out the same day.
Yeah,
as that
they flexed on him real hard, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. They're like, you will not step on our feet.
Yeah, don't forget who's top dog around here. It's us.
Hey, all I'm gonna say though, Sakurai, the studio he runs, or I guess he's director of, it's called like Sora.
He runs with an iron fist.
Yeah, an iron fist. It's called Sora Limited, I think. Sora Limited.
Oh yeah.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, the thing is, as far as last Smash characters go, it wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. I feel like it'd be a little bit underwhelming, but I'll take it. I don't really care.
Some people would get super hyped.
Yeah, and some people probably be super pissed.
Here's the thing, though. No matter who they announce, there's going to be like...
It doesn't matter.
These amount of people that are like super happy, and then everyone else... I feel satisfied with the characters we've gotten so far.
Me too.
I have all the characters I would want. I don't need another,
Well, because we already didn't expect a second Fighters Pass, and they gave us that.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I don't... Yeah, I'm easy to please, and, like, I mean... I play Smash with friends, and I do like the characters. There's a ton of them already, and they would have to really like mess up big time for it to be something I'm upset about. Which I mean, that's an extreme thing. Cause I don't get upset about crap like that, So, but plenty of people do. So
I just can't wait for the conversation to devolve from what's the next Smash character to when's the next Smash game for the next 5 years, because that's gonna happen.
Yep.
I mean, people
right, and because you can't just end it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. But October 5th, it's on a Tuesday at 9 a.m., so I'll have to go
just interrupt my work day.
Yeah, just find some excuse to go to my truck for an hour.
Yeah, well, honestly, I can watch the presentation later as long as I just know who the character is.
Yeah, same here.
It's fine.
Here's a cool announcement. Kirby, the Forgotten Lands, I believe it's called.
And the Forgotten Lands?
I apologize. I had Super Kirby Odyssey written down.
Oh, right.
But a 3D Kirby game in which you find Kirby face down on a beach.
Right.
Some Link's
Classic.
Awakening.
After a rough night, partying stuff. Kirby just to watch stuff on a beach.
I mean, he does eat like anything in front of him.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. All been there.
Yeah.
Specifically as Kirby.
As Kirby, yeah, with I just imagine it like a big old like sumo suit, but Kirby.
Yes, I think if they had those, I want to get one. Here's something I hear nobody talking about. I think that mall has a chilling aura. I think Kirby brutally killed all those people.
Yeah. He doesn't realize he sucked up the entire world.
He did. That's what you're going to find out. Kirby destroyed the planet. There's something off about this. Something really dark happened here. I think Kirby's got his blood in his hands.
Post-apocalyptic.
Kirby's
very
got blood
strange.
in his hands for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the game is they showed more than just the mall. The malls were like they focused on like that grassy mall area.
Yeah.
They showed some of their cool areas.
It was like Kirby crossed The Last of Us. Like it was really weird.
Yeah. But it's a cool idea. Kirby games have been all the Kirby games I've played have been 2D, other than like Kirby's Air Ride. But I like Kirby games just fine. But the last one I didn't play Star Allies. I heard it was just like basic 2D Kirby, like nothing special about it. I like some of the ones in the Game Boy Advance and the DS. But
I don't think I played a single Kirby game. I think the only time I've played one is maybe like a couple years ago. I think there's one on the NES online or the SNES, whatever it is.
There's a few,
I may have tried
there's
one
a few on there.
On there.
You should. I mean, you should check them out. They're not.
Well, this one's not like completely off my radar. I just think that I've talked to you about this before. Kirby games, they just give off the vibe of just like baby games. Like they're just like, and I think that's a known like complaint.
The first few Kirby games weren't really like that. The ones you find on like the NES or the SNES app, they're not like that. They're quality games, but they have kind of devolved into the the younger audience focused things, similar to Yoshi. Yoshi's gone down that path too. But there's also that Kirby golfing game on the SNES that apparently people like. I played it for. I played a little bit. You like hit Kirby around and it rolls.
I mean, of course you do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. It looks kind of like a 3D world. Like it's like almost like a top-down 3D. It doesn't look like a camera-controlled 3D. You
don't think it looks like an Odyssey type deal?
I want it to be, but I don't know if maybe like I think it was that shot in the mall. It looked like it was the camera was following Kirby rather than
maybe so.
But I guess there are spots with like that boss fight where it looks like you're controlling the camera. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both.
I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, that's not one they would have to show some big stuff for me to want to get it day one. I'll just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. I mean, they showed a few basic abilities, like they showed like the sword and like the boomerang. They didn't show any new abilities that I could see.
Yeah.
Well, there was a like big spiky one, but that's just like a repurposed older.
I'm sure there'll be plenty more that obviously they haven't shown. So.
Yep. Here's another non-update.
Non-announcement.
Non-announcement. Yep. The Animal Crossing New Horizons update. This game, like, I'm sure Nintendo was like, yeah, it's gonna sell well, but I don't think they expected the world to collapse alongside Animal Crossing.
Time, yeah. Nintendo caused it.
The world, yeah, exactly. The world fell so Animal Crossing could rise. So, like, I feel like this game got way too many people playing it that they weren't expecting, and way too many people playing it obsessively, way too fast. Like, people went through the content like fast, like they burned through it. So I don't think they were really ready for the demand of content that this game had. But apparently this update is substantial enough for them to schedule a direct for it a month out. So I mean, could be some good stuff.
Yeah, and I guess my perspective on this is that, no matter, I don't know what it would have to be to pull me back in, but I put like dang near 300 hours into that game. It was probably 275 hours or something like that. And I have too many other things to play. And like, honestly, the main reason why I did pick up that game is because of it was the thing to play, right? Yeah. I definitely had the fear of missing out, feeling. So, and it was great. It was really fun. But I have other priorities. So, but I'm happy based on what they showed, for people who are going to get some new content.
Can you do me a favor? Can you at least go get one cup of coffee with Brewster?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Just one cup of coffee.
Easy. That's easy.
And just listen
I have to crank on the old Switch Lite because I play it on anything else, but that's fine.
Listen to the music in there. It's just...
That's fine. I'll do that.
I shed a single tear when that came on.
Like, stoic face.
He's walking up in there, the music cut off, and it's like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, It was really good.
I'm sure you were not the only one affected that way.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to clean those glasses in front of me.
Yeah.
Next up, we got something we've actually already tried out. Mario Golf update, just a free update right then and there. I think they added 2 characters, Ninja and Koopa.
My boy Koopa.
I think Ninja's kind of a cool addition. I like when they get into weird...
I don't know, what is that character even from?
I think like Super Mario 2, like second. I mean, it's been in other games, but I think it's from like the weird Pipe Dream Mario.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sounds about right.
They said 2 levels. One was like a deserty savanna, and then what was It
was like an oasis type themed. It wasn't quite desert because they had like water and trees and stuff.
Okay, so but
yeah, and there was like a frozen one.
A frozen one. Okay.
Yeah.
We played the Oasis one, and it was like another Mario Golf level. It was fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Yeah, no, it's all good stuff. I like to see the content.
Yeah.
So, and that we're sorely missing that at launch, and so we had 3 characters and 3 courses. So and they haven't said it's done, so I assume
they have not said it's done, and they've been pretty good about saying like this is the last thing.
Right. And they should. They need to be that transparent, especially when they've got the everyone's eye on them when it comes to some of these things and how much content they give. So they need to be transparent about that. So
I really liked the New Donk City level. I think it's hilarious.
It's fun. It's the closest thing we're probably gonna get to mini golf.
I can't take it seriously. I just like to hit the balls off the buildings. But I think it's the best part about it.
It's pretty funny. I think that's part of what they were going for because there's like they're all par 3, so it's like just mess around.
Yeah,
do some other stuff.
Hit all 4 buildings and hit in the hole. See what happens.
Yeah, and a hole in one. Yeah, there we go.
After this, we got into the first, I guess you'd call it like little sizzle reel kind of thing.
Yeah.
They showed
off through them. Let's go.
Disney game. I don't have the title written down. The original KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic.
Hilarious because the remake's coming out.
I really hope that no one at Nintendo knew about this remake, and then someone's like, hey, you gotta pull that. It's gonna make us look bad. And they're like, nah, everyone loves KOTOR. Yeah. And then like...
I'm sure some people are excited about it, but 2 things. Number 1, I'm not gonna play it. Probably not going to play it because of the remake. Even if the remake isn't coming out for 2 years, I'm still
3 years.
And number 2, or whatever. Even so, the Switch is not necessarily the platform I want to play that game on.
Yeah,
that's the second thing. So, for those reasons,
I think the cool thing about it, I don't think it's on like PlayStation. I think it's like It's
No,
on
I
the
don't think
original
so either.
Xbox and like PC, and like so I think now it's on like mobile and
Switch.
stuff. So I mean that's a cool addition. That it's just that
Yeah.
game. It looks like one of those games I wouldn't enjoy unless I had nostalgia for it, which I do not.
Right.
Um,
I need a much more polished remake of it, which is coming apparently. So I'll take that.
We've got Dying Light 2 Cloud Edition, and then Dying Light 1 Platinum Edition. That's not Cloud, maybe.
It's not. No,
Yeah.
it's not. The Dying Light 2 one is for sure. It's coming out 2 months after, about 2 months after Dying Light 2 comes out on everything else. So the cloud stuff, I don't even know how that works. I don't even know where I go to do that. Like in my Switch, I don't even want to know how to do that.
I think it's up. I think they're above us.
I gotta just like jump and
The cloud
find
game
it. Yeah.
selection is so strange. It's like Control, Hitman 3, Dying Light, and then like Resident Evil 7 was
gonna
like
say-
Japan only at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know who makes those calls, if it's the developer, publisher, or like Nintendo's like, hey, you want to make a cloud game? I guess. Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know what market they're going for, but there can't be a lot of people who enjoy playing games that way.
I'm not ready to quite make that jump to pure cloud.
I don't know that I'm ever going to be ready to make that jump.
Yeah.
It's one thing to say like maybe in 20 years, and I'm in
When
a
it's
different
inconceivable?
phase of my life. And, yeah, well, but like what I'm getting at is maybe digital, like more digital, but I don't know if I'm going to be all cloud. I mean, internet would have to get way, way, way better.
Yep.
So or like more, but like everywhere.
Yep.
So that's a tough sell.
I mean, that would be a cool sell one day if we had like, mega internet and like you just literally anywhere playing any game
Right.
with no worry.
No latency.
Yeah, but we're not quite there yet. Here's a game I'm very excited about. Formerly known as Project Triangle Strategy.
Yeah.
Welcome,
You ready?
Triangle Strategy. I played the demo of this game, and it's like it's made by Square Enix, so it's like Final Fantasy Tactics is what it is.
Right.
But I didn't realize how similar these games were to like Fire Emblem. It's got a lot of similarities to Fire Emblem, which I really obviously enjoy. The demo, while it was really fun, it was like a vertical. You play like these like 3 different vertical slices from the game that like dropped you in like randomly, so you don't know what's going on. It was a little choppy and like had some like frame rate issues and stuff like this. It was a little clunky, but they said they've kind of ironed out some of that stuff, and they add some new things that they've fixed or added to the game. I'm very excited for this game.
Yep.
And it comes out my birthday weekend, so.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. And you've been pushing me to play the demo for this game, which I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with doing. I just have other stuff to do. I'm not a big demo guy because it feels like a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like questioning a game, which this game I'm really not, because it's made by the same team that made Octopath, right?
Yep.
Something like that. And I trust them because Octopath Traveler was really good. So I know I'm going to pick this game up. There's nothing, I don't need to see much. I don't need to really play it. I'd rather just play the best version of it. Although I do understand the benefit of like giving them feedback, which is cool how they do that. So I'm not opposed to jumping into it, maybe in the next demo or something, which I have the first download.
Yeah.
Demos for some reason I'm not always very.
No, I'm there with
play.
you. I think I was legit curious how this game would work. That's why I wanted to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, you mentioned Octopath. I really, really, really liked Octopath, and then based on the demo, I feel like I'm really gonna like this game too. And then between that and then the Dragon Quest remake, team, like this, like gameplay, art style they got going here, I'm really into.
So good. It's so good.
Cool thing about this Triangle Strategy, the story. I mean, who knows how actually in depth this will be, but the story can branch based on decisions you make. You basically, after a chapter or a level, you like vote with your player character casts a vote through some dilemma that the other characters weigh in on. You have to try to like read the room, like what they think, what these other people think, and you try to sway them where you like side with them. And I think that's going to cause the splits in the story.
It's like what's that Ace Attorney game, right? It's like
kind of like that. You do kind of debate and like push back, and you can go seek info from like the townsfolk and like get extra information to like
nice.
But I just wonder how in depth that'll be, and am I going to need to play this game like multiple times to get the full experience, or is it like am I going to have a fulfilling ending at the end?
Right.
But, I'm really excited for it. They said they're aiming. This is months ago. They said this, but it's stuck in my brain. They're aiming for it to be about 50 hours. Whatever that means.
I mean, that's hefty, and I bet that's not including all the grinding that people like you.
I think they said that about Octopath 2
Yeah.
also. And I think I put to finish the final ending of Octopath, I think I almost had like 80 to 100 hours.
Yeah, that's about where I was too.
So like the last full thing there. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
Yep.
maybe it'll be another big game on our hands.
Oh, looking forward to it.
Another game I'm really excited about, Metroid Dread.
Yep. I'm sure people have seen plenty of this. It's coming out in a week, and I'm going to be playing it. So
this has been a big, actually, kind of a discussion point. Like they're like, are we seeing too much of this game? Because I feel like the people who are saying that are already sold on it, like myself. But I think Nintendo really wants like that, like average consumer that's not super plugged in. They really want them to pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Because Metroid historically does not sell that good, but it's like well beloved.
Yeah.
Which is it's kind of counterintuitive. Like people love Metroid a lot, but like not a lot of people have experienced Metroid. I mean, to be completely honest, myself included until recently, I like Metroidvanias.
Right.
But I just never had a lot of Metroid experience.
Yeah.
But I've been playing through all the games, and I haven't found one I hadn't liked yet. So I'm sold on Dread. I'm really excited. I got the collector's edition on order. It says it's going to be here late, so I'm like kind of upset.
Yep. Yeah, mine I just went ahead and pre-ordered at the same Best Buy location that I'm going to pick up my OLED Switch at, and just got the regular, standard edition. So, and I'm going out of town that weekend. That'll be my handheld game of.
There you go. Maybe you'll finish it in the car ride.
You never know.
I'm
not driving either. Yeah, that's good.
I bet that game's going to look really good on the OLED. They actually held an event this last week for people to play Dread on the OLED. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this game!"
Yeah,
it had some very strong preview coverage. People really were excited about it. And I'm pretty ready to play this game. Yeah, and it's the end of this like story arc.
Right.
So who knows what that means?
And it's like the 5 2D games, right?
Yes.
Which I've only played 2 of them, but you know.
Yeah.
I guess Dread is the 5th one, right?
Dread is the 5th. Dread is Metroid 5, which is like, I guess it'd technically be the 7th one.
Yeah.
Because 2 have been remade, but it is Metroid 5. Yes.
Gotcha.
And the story has.
I don't know. The story isn't really up front in your face most of the time with these games. It's just kind of.
Metroid Fusion surprisingly is very. There's a lot of dialogue and a lot of. I feel like they were trying to go with the story, like push it a little more, because Metroid, the story is more of like the experience. It's like a lot of, kind of like Dark Souls. Like you get a lot of like environmental storytelling.
Yeah, that
was real big in the first 2 Metroid games. I feel like that's probably gonna be big in Dread also. But I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna try to like be a little more upfront. For the general audience, like more of a upfront story with this one.
Right. And I may just go ahead and read over a story synopsis for Super Metroid and Fusion just to because that won't keep me from playing Super Metroid. Fusion's a game that's a little bit harder to get a hold of. Friend of the show, Bird Dog Gaming, has offered to let me borrow Fusion, but I would have to play it on the Game Boy Advance, which I'm not thrilled about. So I may just want to look up what happens in that game.
Yeah, so. You don't want to play on the Game Boy Advance because it's too small. I'm playing the Wii U, which is too. I'm like playing like this. It's very strange. Like it's like.
Yeah. I mean, you could play like on the TV if you wanted to.
Well, I do, but you're still playing it with this thing. Like,
well, you don't have like a Pro Controller or anything.
No, I have the gamepad. It's like I'm playing on like a child's first tablet, like those big goofy ones.
That's
what I'm playing on.
That is such a great way to describe that gamepad. It is baby's first tablet. Yeah. That's what it is.
It's like the thick, cheap plastic. Like the Switch has like that good. You know what I mean? Like that good plastic.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
That good plastic.
It's like too light, but also like weirdly balanced. Or it's just not.
This is like I feel like if I squeeze too hard, my hands would crumple it.
Yes.
And also, it feels like it's made of like something a child would have. Which the Wii U is. I like it. Okay, I'm not a Wii U hater, but.
Yeah. You like it? Okay.
But yeah, Metroid Dread. Back on that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I got pretty hyped when the little AI was like, I forgot exactly what he said, but basically he was like, your only priority should be to simply survive. And I was
yeah.
There's going to be some spooky stuff in here.
There is, I'm sure.
Dreadful, perhaps.
Well, yeah, I mean, with that name, there better be.
Yeah. I wonder if Samus, you think they're going to kill Samus last game?
Why not? Go for it.
Let's kill Samus.
Just do it. Just do it.
Samus Metroid, dead.
Make a splash, Nintendo. Do something different.
Yeah. I know her name is not Samus Metroid. I'm just making a goof.
No, it's Metroid Samus.
I apologize, yes. I was looking at the first name, last name. Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah. Right.
Here's an interesting one. N64 and Sega Genesis are added to the Switch Online Plus expansion pack. A name only Nintendo could pull off.
Of course. Right. And, this is... Go ahead.
I was just going to say the expansion pack calls back to the N64 expansion pack.
Yeah.
So,
well, as charming as that sounds, it's still... I question why... I mean, I don't know how much more they're going to charge for this, but I think that there are probably a lot of people who feel that we weren't getting enough with Nintendo Switch Online. So for them to charge more for this is...
It's so hard. It's so hard to gauge that because, first of all, them not saying what they're going to charge to me means it's at least $10. They're going to
I think so. I think that's the minimum.
They aren't going to be like, oh, we're not going to tell you it's only $5. No, it's definitely like 10 or more. I go back and forth on if I'm getting enough from Switch Online because you're technically paying for the service of using online play, which you do on PlayStation and Xbox, but it's worse than those. You don't have you don't have messaging or voice chat.
All the features, yeah.
But it's also a third of the price. I mean, it's $20 a year, which is $1? Less than $2 a month. So it's and then you're getting all these games, and sure they give you 100 games, and 10 of them are games I'd ever want to play, but still 10 games that I would like to play. So it's I go back and forth. I think these last couple of years they didn't do themselves any favors when they had they were just releasing random SNES and NES games.
Right.
Because I think when they announced SNES, people were like, "Oh, great, $20 is a steal for the service." But now people have gotten to that $20 isn't enough kind of thing because I heard someone say it, I can't remember, but it's it's wild that Nintendo was almost devaluing the service with every new thing they added. They were adding more games. People are like, this is worse. It's it's not. I mean, you don't have to play that.
You just don't like it. Yeah. But with everything you just said, it's just all combined. Quite the volume of quality games that we would have expected, plus all the lack of features on the parties, party chat, all that stuff, and just general good connectivity it's just not there. So I don't know. Well, for some reason, Nintendo is just very behind.
We'll get to the actual games they have on this in a second, but just one more thought I had. It's like they're doing the right thing when they release these services. They release most of the good first party games up front. Here's all the good first party games. So then, when they have nothing else to release the next couple of years, it's they gave you all the good games up front.
Right.
So N64, they're releasing a lot of good games, but they do have some good games coming. I think they're going to kind of drip feed them, spread them out a little bit. Mario 64 is a given. That's on there. Ocarina of Time, that's a great game. That's I would get the service just for Ocarina of Time to play that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably pay $30 to play Ocarina of Time on my Switch anyway.
Right.
So I might as well. I mean.
Yeah. No, I was hoping. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that game would either come as part of a collection of of Zelda games or come on its own. So, but that and Majora's Mask are coming. So
Majora's Mask is coming, I guess, later, but
sometime later. Yeah.
They were kind of ambiguous with that. But there's some cool stuff there, and I didn't actually rewatch this back. Did they say there's even more games than the ones they showed coming later? Also,
I think they did. I thought they said hey, this is what's coming at launch. Hey, here's these other few, which included Majora's Mask coming. Oh, and there's more beyond that. I thought they did say that, but because that's not enough if that's all they have.
There's a couple games specifically I really want. I want to play Smash Bros. And I want to play Donkey Kong 64. I've never played Donkey Kong 64.
I'm sure both of those will come.
That's what I'm saying. But they didn't I don't think they showed them.
No, they didn't. But they didn't have to, as long as they. I would have to go back and watch it.
As long as they imply that other games could come.
Yeah, because the thing is, if they didn't, or if maybe they didn't say it clearly, but they don't still plan to have more games, that's not enough games to justify pricing. Even though they are good games, it's just they are old games. Yeah. So that's the thing. So you need to just there's nothing. They're not losing anything by giving more of their quality first party games that are old that a lot of people have played already. They're just making it more convenient for them to play now rather than go back to their old consoles. I think they are. There's more beyond what they showed. I'm pretty sure.
So I guess Ocarina of Time. Anything else you wanted to hop into right at the start?
I don't remember. I didn't write down everything that they had on there, but Ocarina of Time is a big one for me because I have that again on this pretty old console, but it's not very comfortable to play. And even if it's just as goofy as Mario 64 is, it'll be with a Pro Controller, and it's a game I need to play along with Majora's Mask and whatever else they give me. I'm gonna play it.
Are you gonna play it on the Pro Controller, or are you gonna play it on the N64 controller?
I'm not gonna buy that. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna buy that.
You're not gonna buy that blasphemous thing.
Yeah, I bought the SNES controller, which I shouldn't have done that either, but I just wanted to. I think that what kept me from buying the NES ones is the fact that it came in a pack of 2, and I was like, I definitely don't need 2. But since the SNES came in a pack of 1, I was like, okay. I don't think Brendan right now, Sir Lumber right now, September 30th says no, I'm not buying that. In a month or two or whenever it comes, I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to say right now I'm not going to buy any more goofy wireless old controllers.
Zach right now says I'm going to because I'm a fool.
That's fine. We have to have this juxtaposition. If that's the right word. Yeah, we have to have this opposite, so one of us can show it on the podcast. So there you go.
Yeah, I want to play a F-Zero X.
I want to try that too.
That'd be cool. Multiplayer maybe? We can play a multiplayer?
That would be cool if we could, yeah.
And real quick, before we get to the Sega games, just while you said some blasphemous stuff there about the NES controller.
What did I say was blasphemous?
You said it came with 2 of them. That's the best part about it. You can put those on the side of the Switch. That's the only reason I got that thing.
NES.
I want the goofy 2 controller side of Switch thing.
Blasphemous. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it coming with 2. I don't need to.
I do. I want them on the side of the Switch.
No, how often do you have it in that configuration? You don't.
I rocked it like that for a long time. Yeah,
you're a liar.
I did.
You can't play it handheld though like that.
But it's a hilarious set piece.
It's so goofy.
Yeah, well,
get the crap out of here. So, that's true.
Sega Genesis was also announced, which is kind of out of left field. Wasn't really expecting Sega Genesis, but that does that's just another one of those things that brings up the conversation. Like, what are they going to add next? Now they can speculate on anything. Like, are we going to get Dreamcast games in here one day? Am I going to get Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 on my Switch via the Dreamcast?
Right. It's very strange.
I don't know.
Very strange.
I don't know how many of these Dreamcast games
Even though those games exist on GameCube, right?
like ports.
Okay.
I guess the Dreamcast was at the same time as the GameCube, so like Sonic Adventure was called Sonic Adventure DX, like Director's Cut.
Yeah, right. So,
and then Sonic Adventure 2 was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, where they had like a multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try the Phantasy Star series. Phantasy Star 4 is on here. I'm pretty sure it's like a turn-based JRPG. I mean, I might. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it on that Genesis controller, but I'll probably try it out.
Yeah, you're not gonna buy that Genesis controller?
I don't know. I don't need to. I have no nostalgia for the Genesis. I'm not gonna play these Genesis games, but the fact that it exists is almost enough to make me want to get it.
Pretty red box around it says Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, are they gonna have Nintendo branding on this thing?
Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna come in a red Nintendo box for a Sega
absolutely. I'm pretty sure it will. I think they showed the boxes actually.
Oh yeah.
I thought they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
they look exactly like the other boxes, just fit to size. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be one day we'll be having a Dreamcast and GameCube coming for an additional fee.
Didn't the Dreamcast have like some weird little screen on the controllers or like something like that? Yeah.
Dreamcast also, I'm pretty sure, had like an Ethernet port. For like
Ahead of their
dial-up.
time.
You could put like Fantasy Star online.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Dreamcast was crazy.
Yeah.
The controller had a screen on it, so I don't know what they were. I think they were a little too ambitious, and then it killed their brand.
Right.
But
yeah.
Next we got another little quick little sizzle reel. Some of which I didn't care about, like the Shadowrun trilogy. I have no really interest in that.
Let's
But
just move on.
the Castlevania Advance Collection, that's interesting. I thought about buying it, then I was like, I already have 2 Castlevania games I have not finished. But you know, it's almost spooky season, so Castlevania could be a good spooky season game.
I have an idea for my spooky season.
Oh yeah, you can play Bloodborne again.
No, but that don't tempt me. But I may jump back into Little Nightmares that I got on. Because I was playing that with. For those who don't know, that's my fiance, and we kind of fell off it. But
you cut out. You said, for those who don't know, that's my fiance.
Angela is her name.
Like
Zach Dailey beat it.
Today's we announced this.
Yeah, but yeah, we fell off that. We were playing it together. I was playing it. She was like covering her eyes. But I think I may jump back into that for spooky season.
Cool. I'm spooky season. It's a new tradition of mine to have a spooky season game. I played Bloodborne last year. Castlevania Symphony of the Night will be my spooky season this year.
That is a great choice.
Yeah, and then next game, ActRaiser. I didn't ever know what ActRaiser was, but apparently it's a 2D action platformer with world building side story.
The thing is, I think we talked about this. I guess I really didn't know anything about that game other than its name, because I had no idea that was an aspect of it. It doesn't surprise me that it like a 2D platformer type deal. I mean, it's an old game.
Yeah.
But I guess I had no idea what the heck it was.
Literally no idea.
But I mean, it's one of those like kind of like ugly but kind of not games, like with that style of like weird 3D but not 3D.
What did you compare it to? You compare it to
it's the
Bloodstains?
I always forget the name of it. Is it Blood? Is that what it's called? Like it's whatever that most recent one with, like, it was kickstarted, and I always get it confused with like the really pixel like art.
So I think
like
they're all called Bloodstained.
Okay.
I think they have different
Ritual of the Night?
Yeah, they have different. Yeah, Ritual of the Night. They have different.
I think it's Ritual of the Night,
yeah.
and it looks like that, but maybe like a tad bit worse. So this ActRaiser
like
Renaissance,
the kind of like the 2D, like the 3D 2D, but kind of like bad 3D.
Yeah.
2D.
Yep. That's how it looked to me. It looks kind of interesting. I mean, it was out. It was a shadow drop for that. And I mean, I'll probably forget about it after we talk.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Speaking of forgetting about it after we talk about it, Deltarune.
Might as well just move on because I'd never heard of it before. So
Deltarune's that it's like a sequel to Undertale.
Oh, is it that? I didn't know if that's what it was.
Yeah, okay.
I
don't think it's like a direct 1-to-1 sequel, but it's like either a spiritual successor or maybe a direct sequel. I don't know. I've never played Undertale. I've kind of hopped around and avoided Undertale for a long time. I intentionally spoiled myself on Undertale so I wouldn't play it.
Right. There you go. There you go.
And Deltarune, this is like chapters 1 and 2 of 5 chapters, and the first 2 are free, and then like the next 3 you have to pay for. So
that's how it works?
Yeah, so these Deltarune 1 and 2 you can download for free right now on Steam or Switch, but the next 3 will be paid.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, we might have talked about Undertale on the podcast before. I'm not super tempted by the art style. Like, I know it has its place for people. It doesn't grab me. And it's kind of like what do you call it? Like not like an anti-RPG, but like it like plays on RPG tropes, I think, in like funny ways.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I've never felt the need to play it, but Deltarune, there you go, free game.
Right.
Check it out.
There we go. Yeah. Won't check it out, but cool that it exists, I guess.
This isn't real. We had that Hot Wheels game in here.
Right. I mentioned that before.
Which is like surprisingly apparently a good game. They also had Shin Megami Tensei 5, which I expected to see more of this game during this, other than just like a sizzle reel.
Right. They didn't say it, and I know that the release date has been announced, but I didn't capture it here. I don't remember. Is it
November.
out yet? Or?
I think it's November. I'm gonna guess the reason we didn't hear a lot about it. We'll probably get a lot about it in Tokyo Game Show, which I think is like right now.
Right. Yep.
So I'm sure that they'll be talking about that during that. But I'm like soft excited for Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah. Like it's another turn-based RPG.
If I have time,
I'm gonna need that. Yeah.
If I'll play it, or if it gets like crazy reviews, I'll make room for it. But as it currently stands, it's like a maybe for me.
Right. Yeah. Same here.
Next thing, I'm gonna need to take a moment here. Everyone needs to take a deep breath, because the father of video games, Shigeru Miyamoto himself, walked out like an animal and just dropped the biggest bombs on us in the world, and then just left with no explanation.
Like, you guys deal with this. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I want you to just simmer on this.
You have to process this.
Here's the cast to the Mario movie, which is going to be an animated movie.
Yeah.
By Illumination, people who do like Despicable Me and stuff. The Minions people. You want to just read the cast out? Just how crazy?
I don't have them written down. I want you to.
I don't have them listed, but I know them. Here's the first one that everyone's talking about. Chris Pratt as Mario. I'm not a Chris Pratt hater or anything. I don't know what this will be. I don't know. Mario doesn't talk. He just babbles. I don't know what this is going to be. He's going to talk a lot. Which,
I assume he's going to have like some cringe-worthy accent on it, and
he says he's working on his Mario voice. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like some Italianophobic, like some awful racist, like?
It's possible.
Like, is that what he's going to do? Like, I don't know. Like.
Yeah. Chris Pratt's got to come out and say, like, I'm half Italian.
I have no idea what this is going to be, man.
I don't know.
I was floored by this. And I think the other funny thing people were talking about, it wasn't like, they didn't show like Parks and Rec Chris Pratt or like Star-Lord Chris Pratt. They showed like sexy headshot Chris Pratt. Like, I'm Mario. Like, it's like, what? Like, no. And then Shigeru Miyamoto's like, he's so cool. It's just, I don't know, man. The whole thing was weird to me. Kind of gave.
I'm pumped.
I think Shigeru had a gun to his head. I don't know what happened. I'm excited. I hope this movie's good. I just don't know what Chris Pratt as Mario sounds like.
Yeah. No, me either. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. Yeah. Could be off the wall. Could just be Chris Pratt. Or
if it's just Chris Pratt, I'm going to laugh so hard. It's just like regular Chris Pratt voice.
No matter what it is, and we'll get to some of the other castings, but I'm pumped for this. I want to see it. Yeah. I can't wait.
We got Anya Taylor-Joy, the girl from Queen's Gambit.
That was...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They just put like a picture of her looking like Princess Peach as Princess Peach.
Right. Well, even if they hadn't done that, even if they had taken a shot from her in that show you just mentioned, I'm sure it's going to be fine.
I don't feel strongly about this one either way. Like,
no, Peach has had voice lines in games before, not like full on, monologues, but I think this is probably that's probably the least jarring of all the casting.
I think that is the best way to put it. It's the least jarring. Charlie Day as Luigi. Charlie Day is the guy from Always Sunny, is what I know him from. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. People have been pretty excited about this one because if you've ever seen that show, he kind of he's very eccentric. I think he'd be a funny Luigi.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
I don't really know what. I don't. Yeah, that'd be a good time. Jack Black as Bowser.
That is hilarious.
Probably work. I love that meme of him playing the
there's
saxophone.
So many memes that came out of that talk show. I guess whatever it is. And with him with the toy saxophone on. Well, I don't know if it's a toy, but it looks like a toy.
And playing like the Bowser theme. That's so good.
Yeah, so good.
So I'm sure he'll do a good job there. Bowser's kind of over the top in the first place, so I think Jack Black really bring it to a new level. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, which I think
love that guy.
I love that guy. I think
he's going to be the comic relief in likely a comedy movie.
Exactly. And here's what I hope.
So funny.
I hope it's not. It said Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. I hope it's not like a Toad. I hope it's like every Toad.
All the Toads.
He's all of them. I hope he's all the Toads.
Dude, now they have to do that. Because
you can't just have one Toad.
Yeah.
I hope you have
of course not.
a battalion
Well,
of Toads.
there is the one Toad with like the blue vest. Like there is Toad.
Yeah.
Like, but then there's all the other Toads.
Yeah.
Like Little T.
Little T Toads.
Yeah, basically is what they are.
Yeah, I guess that's accurate.
He's capital T because he is Toad, and the other ones are Toads.
He's the progenitor.
He's progenitor Toad.
Yeah, I'm looking. That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
And then, just when I thought they couldn't throw me through
this one's rough.
Just when I thought they couldn't throw me to the ringer more, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah, what do you mean Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong? What do you mean? What are you trying to tell?
Don't just say that.
Doesn't make any sense. Like, is he gonna talk like a monkey? Like, Seth Rogen has a very distinct voice. It's not like he's just like distinct. It's not like Zach Daly, Donkey Kong. Like I'll make a Donkey Kong voice. So Seth Rogen sounds like Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
like
that's it. I feel like that's all he's capable of sounding like.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I hope he does that laugh, that meme laugh that I tried earlier.
That is just his laugh. So if Donkey Kong laughs, that's what it's gonna be. Yeah. I think, and I don't even want him. It would be so hilarious if he didn't change his voice. If he just talked like himself, like he has in every movie we've ever seen, just talk like himself. Yeah. That would be funny. Yeah. And don't put too much effort into it, man. This is hilarious already.
This movie, so Donkey Kong being in it is already funny to me. Like the fact that Donkey Kong is gonna talk presumably is hilarious to me. Yeah. But Seth Rogen, man, I don't know what to think about this.
It kept getting better and better. Like the castings is man.
Yeah, they really. I got some whiplash after that one.
Yeah.
Then they announced some side characters. I don't have the actors memorized for these ones, but they announced.
They were actors I hadn't heard of. I don't know.
Spike, Cranky Kong, and I think Magic Koopa or Kamek.
Yeah, right.
Capital K Kamek. Not Magic Koopa.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good time. They said it's coming out next Christmas or
next holiday. Yeah.
Which is like 3 days before Christmas.
Yeah, I am excited.
I'm very excited. I mean, I'm gonna see the movie whether it's awful or not. I'm gonna have to. It's on my own.
Oh yeah. I don't even want to look at any reviews or like pre-screening thoughts. I want to go in completely blind and just experience it. Like
as much as that going in blind would be hilarious. I am very excited to see the first trailer. I want to see.
I'll see that. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to see anyone's this movie sucks.
Opinions,
freaking, all the critics. Really, is this? You want to? Do you feel good about yourself?
Yeah.
You just sat there and criticized this movie, really, that nobody's taken seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the first time this trailer comes out, I think it's going to give another set of whiplash when we hear Chris Pratt as Mario for the first time. Let's see him be like, "Yahoo! Let's go!" Is that what
we're gonna have to, when we hear it, whatever it is in the first trailer, that's gonna set the tone for we know what to expect now, unless they change something. So it's just about not knowing how they're gonna portray all these characters, what kind of spin they're gonna put on it. Is what's the funny part to imagine.
I think the only constant here, we know, we can be pretty confident in, is since Shigeru Miyamoto is consulting, I guess, what you call it, on this.
Yeah.
They're gonna look like Mario. I don't think you're gonna see some blasphemous like the original Sonic. No. I don't think you're gonna see that with Mario.
No, I think it's gonna be well animated.
I think it'll look like Mario characters.
And it'll be like a goofy kid story, but it'll be funny probably.
Here's how it's gonna go. Towards the end of the battle, the end of the movie, there'll be some fight. And then Mario's going to almost lose, and he's going to get a super mushroom or a superstar, and he's going to do some goofy, break a brick in the ceiling, and then, I don't know.
Heck yeah.
And then Seth Rogen's going to... and then he's going to throw a barrel at the enemy, and then Mario's going to jump over it. It's going to be great. Oh. So excited.
You just wrote the movie, man.
I wrote the movie. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. Spoilers.
And then... they didn't just end there. They kept going with stuff. I was going to be able to pay attention after that.
I was going to be able to process anything else after that.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what's going on. They had Adam Driver as the Squid Kid in Splatoon 3. Really threw me off.
Wait, What?
Yeah, they announced Adam Driver's playing the main character of Splatoon 3.
You're lying to me right now.
I am. I just
Okay, but I watched this direct. I didn't write that down.
That was another funny thing. I saw people saying it's an animated movie, but the only real character, like what do you call it, non-animated character, is Adam Driver as Waluigi. He's just like there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, Splatoon 3. To be honest, like the multiplayer stuff, I haven't played Splatoon, so I'm kind of ignorant here. It just looked like Splatoon to me.
Well, that's what I'm hearing from people who have played Splatoon.
It just looks like more Splatoon.
Yeah, that is what I'm hearing. So, but the thing is, since I haven't played any of them, I've seen so probably grab this one and then be happy with it. So
yeah, it's just another back to Kirby, another like dystopian future Nintendo game.
Right. In the weirdest way, like the dystopian future. It's like all the mammals have gone in Splatoon.
Except two cats.
Except two cats, yeah. Now that's the return of the mammalian, or whatever it's called.
I put Splatoon 3 Attack of the Mammals was all I wrote down.
Attack of the Mammals. There we go.
So, I mean, I missed Splatoon 2 because I didn't have the means to acquire Splatoon 2 when it came out. I might play Splatoon 3 just to try it out when it comes out.
Right. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And then last thing, they announced Astral Chain 2. Which is actually just Bayonetta 3.
Right. Astral Chain 2, Bayonetta 3.
Psych, we're just kidding. Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
That little dog, for people who don't know, that's from Astral Chain, which was also a Platinum Games developed game owned by Nintendo. Now they recently acquired the Astral Chain rights, I guess. Bayonetta 3 announced in the Game Awards of 2017. Which I guess is almost 4 years ago now. Yeah,
and it's coming out sometime next year.
We
don't know.
Yeah, they're giving themselves some leeway there.
Right.
Game looked fun, I guess. It's like an action game, a crazy over-the-top action game. I've never played Bayonetta 1 or 2.
Me either.
But I did like Astral Chain. That one, while it was over-the-top and goofy, it was kind of more like it was pretty gritty at times.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bayonetta's like that also. I couldn't tell you.
Don't know. I think it's definitely over the top.
Yeah. But I did enjoy the gameplay of Astral Chain. So, I mean, if Bayonetta's anything similar, I'm sure I will enjoy the gameplay of that.
Yep.
Cool. You want to get into the Pokemans talk real quick?
Let's do it.
Quick thoughts. We had
there's not a whole lot.
Basically, 2 new Pokemon trailers for the upcoming Diamond and Pearl, or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Brilliant Diamond.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yep. Arceus is what I'm going to continue to say. I don't care who says it the other way.
Exactly. Any strong feelings about this?
Let me just scroll through my notes. So as far as the trailer, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it was a pretty straightforward trailer. I don't know how to say this word, but I guess a returning feature, the Poketch, whatever.
Yeah,
it's like
I don't know if it's Poketch or Poketch, because you want to say Pokey, but is it Poketch?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Let's say Poketch. It's basically the thing that was on the bottom screen on the DS back in the day with Diamond and Pearl.
I imagine the left trigger bringing this up, putting it away, putting it up.
I'm sure they've got a good way to do it. And what's cool about this though is that you can use HMs from it directly. I don't remember if that was
I don't think. I couldn't tell you honestly.
But I think that from what they showed, that was the only new thing for that. The Pothin making is there. They're really just kind of a 1-for-1 remake on this game.
So you used to use the touchscreen on that. If you're playing, I wonder how you do if you're playing with a controller.
Joystick, probably.
Oh, I'm such a fool. Of course, it's the joystick.
Yeah. Well, it must be, and I bet it's just gonna really speed up that drift
Palm
process.
To the right stick.
Palm to. Yes, a strawberry poffin.
Gotta get those good poffins.
Very good. Yeah. Other than that, what I'll say is that the more I've looked at this game, the more excited I am of just being in that generation of Pokemon again. The art styles it has grown on me, with the chibiness of overworld, but like in battle, it looks really nice. I'm sure it's going to look really good on that OLED Switch.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like I've mentioned probably too many times. That is my favorite generation of Pokemon, so I am very excited to play it again.
It is my second favorite generation. I'm also very excited. I don't have any thoughts other than what you just said. Pretty well summed it up. But one thing that came to my head, I don't know if you remember Gen 4 Chatot. Remember Chatot?
Oh, yeah.
And it has that move where you can like speak into the DS mic and it uses that as its cry.
I don't think I ever knew it worked that way. I don't remember doing that as a kid. So
if they give me that power on the Switch to say anything into like my headset and Chatot will say it, they've made a mistake. I will say some stupid stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you're not the only one.
Oh, yeah. So that's why I don't think they'll do it because like obviously it's just gonna get like racist and like hateful. But I would love it for the goofy things I would make Chatot say. Like Chris Pratt as Mario. Every time I throw it out. But I don't think I don't think they're going to add that feature. They're not going to highlight that feature for sure. They're not going to put a spotlight on that. Because then people are going to do some crazy stuff with that. But I really hope they.
Well, I don't think that there's a mic built into the Switch, so it has to be through.
But you can talk into the Switch like. Games like Fortnite have game chat.
Right, it would have to be through something like a headset or something like that.
I just want them to do it. I want to be able to say some stupid stuff into my Switch, and Chatot will say it too.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
We'll have to see. I did not think about it.
Yeah, they're walking on thin ice here. They could make an extreme mistake if they do or don't allow this. They're losing both ways.
Yeah. Dangerous times.
Dangerous times. Here's something a little more meat to chew on. The Pokemon Legends. They announced a new type of Pokemon, the Noble Pokemon.
Right.
Which they showed here.
Mini boss type deal?
Yeah, okay. They showed here a new one, Cleaver, or Cleavor, I guess it would be, which is like a new Scyther evolution. Mm-hmm. It's a rock bug type.
It is.
It looks pretty cool. It looks like what you'd imagine a rock Scyther to look like.
Yeah, looks like my the Pokemon I was meant to be chopping down trees.
Yeah, he said it has axe hands, like it's.
Oh yeah.
And you're like fighting it like as you're human, like you're like roll dodging, like it's a Dark Souls boss or something, like
throwing sticks at it.
Yeah, you're throwing like the stuff that like calms it down. It has like a boss health bar.
Yeah.
That's a cool addition. It's definitely more variety, which is always welcome. They showed more of like the writing on Pokemon, and here's a cool touch. I don't know if you noticed this, but got me some nostalgia.
You may say something, a note I have.
When they play that flute, some of the Pokemon,
go ahead.
The little like twinkle noise you play the flute with some of the Pokemon, that's the noise when you press start in the original Diamond and Pearl. You should go back and listen to it. Like the little.
I will go back and listen to it.
Like
I know what you're talking about.
But when you press start there, that's the noise the flute makes, which I thought was a cool touch.
That's awesome. Yeah. What I was gonna say about the writing, they showed some crazy shot of like you're on that fish thing and it like jumps in the air and you're like throwing a Pokeball in the air. It was like some crazy stuff.
Like what is going on? Pokemon. Like you didn't like pop open and catch it. You just like decked it like.
Yeah. You were in sneak attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
You just concussed that Pokemon. It was just chilling on a beach. You just come up with your
that poor weasel, man.
Yeah, your freaking legion of dead fish. You throw stuff like at its head, like it's just having a good all day. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, they have not been trained to avoid these things yet. They're just like, oh, what's that guy?
But I'm excited for this one, and there's so much we still don't know about the game, and like the moment to moment type stuff, and how it's going to feel, and how the battling is and kind of how it's balanced, and because we know there's like kind of turn-based, but we've seen like the dodge roll, your main character, avoiding these giant monsters. So it's cool, like the kind of the direction they're going. Because I would have never predicted that they would make something like this soon. I guess I wanted them to kind of go into I wanted them to go in that direction, like open, kind of different type deal. I just didn't see it happening anytime. This is cool.
Yep. one more quick note. It looks like it's not a full open world, but more like a kind of like Xenoblade. It's like large sections connected to large sections.
That makes sense.
So not Breath of the Wild, more Xenoblade kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean the map looks big enough as it is. It doesn't need to be one giant connected world.
Right.
Cool. I think we have a little another Pokemon related thing to get to. But any last thoughts on Arceus?
Nope. I'm excited for lots of things this year.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff. 2022 is going to be stacked for Nintendo.
It is. For not just for video games in general, it's going to be stacked.
Well, it feels like it's been the build-up of this last couple of years, like things not coming out on time.
Right. Yep.
So, cool stuff.
Yep.
All right, what do you have for me here, Sir Lumber?
All right. Well, so because I'm a big dumb child, went and bought some Pokemon cards. One of them being this is an empty bag, but I'll show you what
an empty bag
lied within. This is
Pokemon Doritos.
Pokemon Doritos. Yeah. So the first partner pack, and again, big dumb child. Keywords there. This is for, of course, the Sinnoh favorite generation Pokemon. In this package, that is, it's like definitely like a chip bag. What lied within was very large Pokemon cards of the starters. And big as my face.
I like to imagine they're not giant cards. You're just a terribly small person.
Yeah.
You're just like those are regular Pokemon cards.
Just all off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got Chimchar, you got Piplup, and you got that boy. It's Turtwig.
Nice.
But also in this pack, I got a couple of booster packs. One of them being the Sword and Shield set.
Yeah.
As G-Max Snorlax, and then I have a Chilling Reign booster pack with Galarian Articuno, and then I also picked up a few separate from that first trainer pack, whatever it's called, some Evolving Skies booster packs. So I was going to open them on your blessing on this here podcast. So, but I'll let you choose.
Please.
What is the order I'm opening? You got Chilling Reign, Sword and Shield.
So I'll go with my favorite. I'll pick my favorite Pokemon. I'm going to go... Least favorite is Galarian Articuno.
Yep. So you want that first?
Get it first. Oh. And then I'm torn between I really like Snorlax and I really like Umbreon. So just because it's G-Max Snorlax, I think it's hilarious. Let's go with Umbreon second and then G-Max
so we'll
Snorlax.
Say, I like this one because the Sword and Shield ones, I kind of like this set. Yeah. So, okay. You guys get to watch me struggle and hear me. I'll do it right into the mic.
Yeah, get some Pokemon card ASMR here.
ASMR, yeah. So let's do this thing. Getting this pack open. You just entertain.
I'm so inconsistent with these packs. Sometimes it's like one clean bam, and sometimes it does not open. Like it refuses to open.
Yep. So big money online card. I can't show that. Someone's gonna steal my code. I don't have enough of those cards already.
Free code for our viewers.
Right. All right, so I guess the best way to do this is just hold them up. So I guess we got Clobberpuss.
There we go.
Very good. We got Mareep. Okay. You got Ralts. I have like 50 of these since I started collecting like not that long ago. We have Castform. I have several.
Oh, good old water Castform.
Yeah. We got Snover. Several of those as well. Oh, we got that Hollow Lapras.
I think I had that exact card.
This one's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. I like Lapras.
Oh, we got that boy as Golurk. He's big. Yeah. He's large. He's here to stay.
Large and charged.
The one everyone was waiting for. We got the Steel Energy. Get this out of here.
Should this be a thumbnail?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That clickbait. We got Peonia.
Nice.
Trainer card. We got some fire-resistant gloves.
Of course, oven mitts.
And then oven mitts, yes. And then we have a Crabominable.
I was so excited. Crabominable. Quick side tangent. I was really excited for Crabominable. Is it Gen 6 when he came?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they just made him have like 0 speed, so he like always goes last. Like he is like a truck, but he's like really slow.
Yep. Yeah, it's annoying when they do that with certain Pokemons.
I think he's slower than Crabrawler.
Crabrawler, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're right. I think he evolves and he's slower.
Yeah.
Very strange. right, so we're going with the Evolving Skies pack. Got Umbreon on the front.
I want you to get an Umbreon here.
Hey man, I would like that a lot.
Shiny Umbreon.
The alternate art Umbreon.
That'd
that
be
one's
cool.
That's a big money one for sure. Right, empty pack there. Okay. Oh, bending cards over here. Bending cards. Not a professional
There goes
Pokemon
that
card
9.8.
pack opener. Yeah, there it goes. We have Bergmite.
Bergmite.
We have Drowsy.
There we go.
We got
Real
Scraggy.
quick, does Drowsy just straight up, date drug people? Is that what he's?
What he does is he pounds, according to the card.
Well,
That's what he
I
does.
mean, I
That's what he
guess
does.
that's what I said too. But
That's what he does. We got Bagon.
there we go.
We got Woobat.
Woobat.
We have, for some reason, a holographic Drowsy.
Yes,
The show today.
the holographic pounder.
We have Seismitoad,
Nice.
a water energy that I won't show you, a ribbon badge, kind of lame.
Cool.
Not getting anything good from these packs. Got a Xylos. I got a holographic one of those. And then Zinnia's Resolve. These
Good
are,
for-
I'm
good
sorry
for
viewers,
Zinnia.
these are kind of lame cards.
Good for Zinnia. I'm having a good time.
Good.
I got to see
Yeah.
multiple Drowsies.
You did. One of
Multiple
them
Drowsy.
shinier than the other. All right. Got to count on G-Max Snorlax for
Last
the
card.
goods.
And it's strong.
Yeah, come on, Snorlax. Help me out here. All right. So, once again, big money online card.
Let's see it.
All right. We have Minccino.
Okay.
We have Silicobra.
Silly
Fantastic.
Cobra.
Silly Cobra. We have Krogunk. We have Shelder.
Nice.
We have Hulu.
Oh, nice.
We have Pokegear 3.0.
Oh,
Holographic.
that was your holographic? That's sad.
Yeah, well, I got another one here. And although the edges on these cards are I'll see if I can get them in the shop. But this is a-
Questionable at least.
Yeah, is Reverse Hollow on like the outside the picture of
Yeah,
Pokemon,
I
or
think so.
okay? So this is a regular holographic then, but a weird bent edge. Like, I don't even know how to explain that. Sandacobra. But can you see like the top? Can you see?
The webcam isn't.
Do you see that?
Maybe. I mean,
Ah, it's weird.
I might
It's
just
got
it might be
like these.
telling me it's there and I'm imagining it, but
It's got these ridges on it. It's very
Ruffles
strange.
have ridges?
Yeah, something like that. We got a Psychic Energy or Ghost Energy trainer, whatever, switch, Doug Trio, and got that boy dead. But
There you
nothing
go.
good. Nothing good.
Hey, I was
Wow.
there for the excitement though.
You were. That's true.
Well, cool. Well, on that note, I think that concludes our 10th episode of the Dailey-Lumber Podcast.
I think it does.
Let's throw up on our cool little. Oh no! What a fool! It's underneath these things.
Oh wow.
I gotta thank
You're
y'all
just cycling
properly.
through like little pop-up features on the
Yep.
screen right
Yeah,
now.
thank everyone properly. There we go. Thanks for watching. Episode 10. Thank you, Sir Lumber, for joining me again to talk about
Of course.
nonsense again on a good old Thursday night.
Yes.
I'm thinking I've been away from streaming for a while, but I'm getting ready to get back into it. I'm going to do it on YouTube and Twitch. And
There you go.
perfect timing, too, because I think we're going to start playing some Nickelodeon, whatever, Smash Bros, whatever it's called. So I think that'd be
Right.
a lot of fun to stream with all
Yeah.
of us. Check out, I got some reviews on the channel. I just did WarioWare. I'll be doing Metroid Fusion soon. But other than that, anything on your mind, Sir Lumber? Anything going on?
Oh, I think I'm good, man.
Anything you're excited about in the upcoming weeks?
Lots of stuff. Yeah, Metroid, the new Switch, Pokemon coming in, in November. All good things.
Pokemon November. You can always rely on that.
Pokemon November. Yep.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for watching. Episode 11 will come when something interesting happens. And episode 1, 2.
1, 2. Yeah, we'll restart. We can only count to 10, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, only has 10. Season 2 of the
Season 2.
Dailey-Lumber Podcast.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
There we go.
Season 2, episode 1.
There we go. Alrighty, well, with that, I will catch you later, and thanks for watching. Okay.
Look at this Lombre. He's just chilling.
That's definitely going in the beginning or the end. Look at this Lombre.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's just chilling. He's just living life.
Yeah.
Shell gone. Useless again. All 3 of those packs. I just want a Rayquaza. Why is that so hard?
Rayquaza.